My name is Hope Morales, and I'm the Executive Director for Teach Plus New Mexico. I've been in this role for 7 years. I was a third grade teacher in Ralston, New Mexico, and I also served on my local school board. For me, I wanted to make sure that I was impacting more than the students that were sitting in front of me. I really cared about their long-term and future goals. So in order to do that, I had to be brave enough to step outside of my classroom and focus on the systems that they were going to be exposed to. Research shows us that education is directly tied to economic mobility. For students that complete high school, they are more likely to earn a higher wage than students who drop out. For any students that attend at least some college, they have access to a higher salary. And the same goes on for students who actually go on to complete college with a bachelor's degree, a master's degree, or get a certification. So we know that the more access that students have to opportunities for certifications, for college degrees, the likelihood is they're going to have a livable wage when they grow up, and that's going to provide the opportunity for them to have economic mobility. I was able to break the cycle of poverty within my own family. Many New Mexico students are growing up in circumstances similar to my own, and their struggle deserves a voice, and their potential deserves a chance. I was supposed to become a statistic. I was born to a teenage mother. My father did 10 years in prison for a drug-related crime. I remember in my elementary school being called to the office one winter and them holding out a big winter coat. It was a pink jacket with blue buttons and a yellow zipper. I didn't know why I got so lucky to get that coat. I just knew it was beautiful and it was mine. I didn't know I got the free coat that year because my mom couldn't afford one. I've often been judged for my background, my culture, my appearance. It's happened to me as a child and even as an adult. I remember my junior year of high school in Roswell, going there one summer to learn about the summer school classes that were offered. I had a question about a keyboarding class. The assistant principal immediately started lecturing me about how I needed to be at school every day and try my hardest, and if I did all of that type of stuff, I wouldn't need summer school because that course was not offered. I wasn't there because I failed keyboarding. I actually got a C in it, but I was worried about my GPA. But I remember walking out of that high school with a little smirk on my face because I was going to show her. I was college bound. I became the first in my family to graduate high school with honors. I'm proud to say my son graduated 2 years ago, also with honors. I became the first in my family to go to college and earn both a bachelor's and a master's degree. I wanted to stay in my community and work in education. I needed students like me to see me so they could see themselves. I didn't allow their circumstances to be an excuse for failure, but rather the reason for success, and I understand the power that education holds. We know that teachers are the most powerful and influential in-school factor for student success. So it's being able to reach and work with teacher leaders across the state and also decision makers. Right now in the state, Teach Plus really is taking that leadership role to not only identify and be the connector of these groups, but then taking it a step further to actually offer coaching to teacher leaders to develop these systems across more schools, making sure that more students have the access to these systems. So the innovation that we're focusing on is really in two parts. The first is on the practice side, where we really hope to provide coaching to teacher leaders to replicate these systems in their school. And the other side of it is the policy side. Through the policy side, we're able to pull levers to make sure that changes are happening across districts and states to secure funding for programs that we know work, to help advance and continue programs related to teacher leadership, and to make sure that high quality schools continue to be in existence through growing and replicating the ideas that are working in their school site. So for us, we're focused on the policy and practice side. Teach Plus is uniquely positioned to enact the change of innovation across our schools is because we work directly with the people and groups who are implementing it. From the decision makers who help us create the policies, to the teachers in the classroom who are with students on a daily basis, who understand what it takes to truly implement them. I think the things that schools and districts need to remember is that students want more than they have access to now, and it is our duty as educators and in our roles, whatever that role is, to give our best to make sure that we're giving them the skills and tools that they need. So whatever their vision is for, however they find success, we're helping them reach that.